I hear your heart say. Heavenletter number 5653. May 17, 2016. I hear your heart say, Beloved God of my heart, love of my life, you are my entrance to heaven from which there is no exit. I say this from the truth of my heart. I believe this, for you have said so. There are times I know this without a shadow of a doubt. Doubt is such a pesky mosquito. Nevertheless, fear challenges me. Any opponent to you, beloved God, is fear, an imagined fear that wishes to steal my heart from you. I believe you, not fear, yet this doesn't mean that I am not pursued and caught by fear too often. Fear gets a stranglehold on me sometimes. This morning, fear holds me against the wall, and I succumb. As I understand it, fear is a flicker of my imagination, yet I tremble at fear at the same time as I do not believe fear for one instant. I would never, never uphold fear, yet I do. How can it be that I would fear the word fear so much that I shudder to write it? Fear is an opponent, the fiercest opponent I know. I do understand that fear is a twist of my own thought. You are real, God. Fear is not. How can I love you, God, in one breath, and, in another breath, fear this paltry thing that's called fear? It is human fear, while you are God, and God is love. It has to be that you, God, win. There cannot be any contest. Even so, fear wiggles its way in. I would stamp fear out like a fire, if only I knew how. I would never choose fear over you, yet there are times when fear is on the rise. I would never shake hands with fear or kowtow to fear, yet what am I doing when I fear the thrall of fear and would run away? There are great long-lasting moments when my heart is filled with you, when you are secured in my heart. There are times when I overwhelmingly feel your presence. At these times, fear does not exist, and yet fear seems to be laying a trap. I feel secure in the same moment I am aware that fear wiggles his finger at me. Fear is pretty sure of himself. How is it I can even have a thought of fear hassle me when there is you, God? There is no fear in you, God, no fear at all. I want it to be that fear cannot even go past my window. I don't want the word fear to burrow in me ever again, yet, when I wish fear to leave the face of the earth, I am attributing sovereignty to fear, who enjoys himself while you, dear God, enjoy that you and I are one. The thing is, I believe in you at the same time as I quaver at fear. Fear may be a footnote, yet what is fear doing around me even as a footnote when there is you? You are an infinite God. How can fear trail me in your presence? In theory, fear is far behind me, and, yet, as life is in the world is, fear tracks me. God, I beg you to remove all fear from me. Banish fear from me even as a concept. Make fear foreign to me. Make fear a non-entity. Remove any traces of fear so that I may know you, and know, without a doubt, that where you are, fear cannot enter. Fear cannot hide in me when you are in my thoughts, when you are my thought. I can think of two things at once, can I? I am not a stranger to the oneness you speak of, and yet, I wonder what is to become of me while I am on earth. I am secure in heaven. Your hands and my hands touch. You palpitate my errant heart. I do not have any desire to make room for fear in the oneness you and I share, yet here I am talking about fear when I could be simply basking in you. I answer your heart that goes up and down, beloveds, when someone leaves the room, your eyes automatically look up, and you see the door close behind the person leaving the room, so, now, you are noticing fear taking his exit. These are the last tremors of fear that you see as the door closes. Except that fear is leaving the room, and the door closes behind fear. Fear will no longer accompany you. Fear can do nothing now but to leave. Without fear, you have freedom from fear. Without fear, you have freedom. Fear has lost ground while you find more space in your heart for me. God is risen, and you rise to me. Love is on the ascendant, while fear is a bedraggled wisp of smoke. Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. heavenletters.org.